starting it. So do you have a chance to check with the application yesterday?
Yeah, actually I logged in.
Okay.
Some of them like it's not loading properly. It was like very slow and everything.
Oh,
So
okay. So slow means usually it should be up only. Is there any internet issue or something?
no, the internet was fine, but then I backed out and then probably I went to something else, came back, then
Okay.
it worked. So kind of random.
Okay. Okay. Sometimes we need to. So the first thing is so maybe application server may be down, and sometimes we need to clear all the data in Chrome. So Chrome or any web page. Yeah. Okay. So I'm taking this one, Cassie Brown.
But then without the implementation properly done, the offering is not going to work, right? The rest of the like a payables or receivable, if I click on it, will it work? Or
No, no, no. So actually, you need to create a project and then you need to assign the offering. So then only it will work. So you can go to the concerned what you concerned task and everything. So if you want to just query the task and you can go there. So I will show you that. So no need to go to the create any project. So you just go to the setups and then you can see that. But if you create a project, then so you can have a restriction or you can have one some limit that you are working in one kind of a finance project or in for the implementation of a client role like that.
okay.
Okay. So now it is so as we discussed yesterday. So you already started the recording, right? I hope so. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. So as discussed yesterday, so we can do all the implementation stuff in the setup and maintenance, and we can do all the transactions in the left side. Okay, in the navigator. Navigator here we can do all kind of transactions. So we can do later because once we do the setup, then we can do that. So just go to the setup and maintenance. And here two ways. So you can create a project. So click on implementation project and you can create a project and assign the offering for that project. And then so you can see all the task list and task and you can select each and every task and then you can complete the all the setups. That is one way. But if you want to see, if you don't want to create any project, you want to see all the setups or the task list. So then what you can do is you can select the offerings. So these are all the offerings, okay? So these are all the offerings. So here I had selected all, okay? So you can click on all these offerings. So this is a financial offering. So just click on setup, okay? Click on setup. So here you will get all the setups, and just you can click on each and every task, and then you can see so what is the information provided like that. So it is not implementation oriented. It's just to go through all the setups. Okay, here it is a required setup. If you want to click on all the tasks, so then you can see all the tasks with required and option both the tasks. Okay. So, and the implementation is separated. So like this, okay. So you need to work on initial user creation, enterprise structures, and legal structures, and financial reporting, general ledger. So these are all the different functional areas, okay, related to the financial offering. Okay. So for example, I want to click on the payables because these are all the shared. Maybe shared means so we can so other modules also can use this one. Okay. So so you can click on payables. So these are all
So
the
when you
these are all the required tasks. Okay. So the payment terms, invoice options, payable options. So we have the same thing in EBS also, right? Invoice options, payable options, all these things. So here also you need to create all these mandate setups. And if you want to if you want to go for all tasks, so then you can see the mandatory and optional both as well. Okay.
No.
So like this,
I have
yeah. Please go ahead.
when you say offering, are you talking about like a HCM financial? Is that offering or
Yeah,
like
yeah,
payables?
correct. That is the offering. Offering is it's a kind of a service line. We can say that. So financial service line. In the financial service line, we have different modules, right? So here these are the function areas. Okay. So each module is a function area, and each module or function area it has task list and task.
So you call payable as a module, right?
Yeah,
Let's say.
payable as a module, or you can call it here. You can't see module or responsibility, the terminology. You will see the function areas. These are
So
all the
payable area.
payable function area and receivable function area and fixed asset function area. So these are all the function areas.
Oh,
Okay. So here the mainly the terminology. So project. In that project, so we need to select the offering. In that offering, so we have the function areas, and in the function areas we have the task list, and each task list has some tasks. And click on the task, and we need to set up that. So it is task list is equal to the it's a setup. That's it. That's
okay.
all. Okay. So if you have the time, then you can go to like this, and you can go to each and everything. Just click on here. You click on this button, and you will see all the. So in the right hand side, you will get all the tasks. Okay. Sometimes you will get required tasks. If you change to all tasks, then you will get all the tasks. Okay. Sorry.
So, so are we going to go through the calendar and setups and everything?
We are working on that today. Okay, so we will work on the currency calendar. So we will create a chart of account structure, all these things today. So actually, so here, so morning I don't have the net, so now it is off. So I connected through Geo, right? Geo is working fine here. Okay. So now let us go to the setup and maintenance and click on implementation project. And yesterday ours is Cisco, right? We created Cisco project, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So let me open our file. Okay. So I think you are already working in the EBS environment, so you know what is the use of currency. Usually, so the currency calendar and chart of accounts or chart of accounts or list of accounts. Okay. So these are all mandatory for any kind of a ledger creation. Okay. So to create a ledger or legal entity. So these are the mandatory? Okay, so I just brief you because so you are already working, but so let us discuss. So I want to so today I purchased a laptop so with the cost of 20 or 10 so $1,000. Okay, in that case in the regular personal accounts also how we can do that. So we can give the date and then we can give the particulars and then we can use the amount. So it's not no. So it's not a company account. It is a personal. So regular notes also. We will give the today's date and we will give the particulars. Okay, purchase the laptop from so and so with then amount. So here this amount represents to the currency and so this particular so then it represents the chart of accounts, the list of accounts and date. So we can get the date from the calendar. So that's why so before creating any kind of a ledger. So this ledger is a book of accounts. Okay, so we are having all the transactions in the ledger, and and it is mapped with all these things: currency, account, and chart of accounts. Okay, and so the ledger is mapped with the legal entity. Okay, legal entity is a registered company. Okay. So now, now let us go to the currency, because the currency, so it is predefined for even EBS application or any application. So the application owner, so it will be predefined. Uh, but sometimes if you want to create, we can create it, but we can see all the currencies. So let us go to the application. So let us check the currencies. So here there are so many projects. I want to query my project Cisco set. Cisco Finance Implementation. Just click on here, and in the
So
task,
here in this project, so all the project will be listed even in the live, like if somebody implemented HCM or any.
you will get all the projects here. So you will get all the projects here. So
Oh,
because
okay.
it's a training instance, right? So you will get all the projects here. Okay.
Yeah.
And
No, I'm saying like
yeah, yes, Shankar. Yeah. Hello. Yes,
yeah.
Shankar. Yeah, please go ahead.
No, I was asking like even if with a client also, if they're implementing HCM, financial, all maybe like procurement like that, right? So
Yeah.
all the project listed with the client also in this window.
So you want to say they need to create implementation project separately or one project like that? Is it correct?
Uh, yeah. So yeah, but you're saying that because other people also will be doing the
Yeah,
implementation.
no. So in the client, so because so it is a demo, right? So but so the client will get the fresh instance, right? So because they don't get any data, because so it's a data. It's because it's a training, a global training instance and a demo instance. So we are getting this data because all the people are practicing. But the instance which is client is purchasing, it is a fresh instance. So they will not get any data. Okay. So they will get the just the candidate data only. So they will not get any data. So everything
Right.
will be varied. Okay. And coming to the implementation projects, so then they can create one project, and then if they, okay, for example, my client is so he wants to implement financials and HCM. So then he can create two projects separately. So HCM project and financial project, and he can give the offering separately. Otherwise, he can create one project. Okay, Cisco implementation project, and then he can give the both the offerings for the same project. So that is
Oh,
based on the client interest only. Okay.
okay. But how does the fusion understands if I create a new project, right? Let's say if I'm creating a financial project, how
Okay.
does the fusion understand that this title belongs to this project belongs to finance instead of HCM?
No, actually here, what happens is, so only the setups only, so you can see that, okay, because at the end you are able to create the journals, you are able to create do the payments, that's only right. So
Mm-hmm.
all the things we can do in the one project. In one project
Okay.
only, because just we are giving the name only. So if you click that project, so then all the setups will be different. So the setups are task list will be different for financials and different for the HCM, human capital management. But we have the provision, we can do that. But if the client wants, okay, so you can give the different name to HCM, different name to financial, so we can give it. So, but there is no confusion because each setup is different, right? So yeah, human HR setups are different and financial setups are different, right?
Right.
Yeah. But we are taking both the offerings in one project, and then and HCM people, then they can go to the click on the project, and then they can check their task, and then they can work on that. And financial people, they can check it, they will click on the same project, but the task will be different. Okay. So here
Okay.
we are going to create a chart of account structure, all these things. But for the finance people, so they want to create job positions, employee hierarchy, and employee transfers, employee grades. So that is a different. So as a
Yeah.
financial guy, so I don't want to work on all these areas, right? So and HCM people also, they don't work on to create the ledger, legal entity, all these things. So the task is different. Even the project is the same, task is different.
Okay.
Okay. Click on Steps, so I can take the Cisco Financial Implementation project, and here, so you can click on, so you can click on here, and otherwise you can search the task. Okay, so our task is manage currency. So even you can click on financials and then you can go through that, but so it will take time and it will you need to drill down. So other than that, what you can do is you can just click on manage currency. Okay. I think we are not getting here. Let me check. Cyril by name itself or manage currency you will get it. Manage, but here I'm able to get manage currency profile options. Okay. So
But you were saying that we could follow the task one by one, right?
yeah, we can follow task one by one. Yeah. So we created this one implementation user. Okay. So and we can create either currencies. Okay. So if you go to the chart of accounts, so this one, so we have the structure. So okay, chart of account structure. So ledger structure is there. So we can click on that. So in the different ledger, we have the so different currencies. Actually, the name itself it is a managed currency. You can see that, right? Managed currencies. So, but I am just surprised. So why I am not getting this one? Managed currencies. You can okay, okay. Managed currencies because you need to use the correct name itself.
Mm.
Actually, currencies. Okay, so that's why I'm not. I didn't get it. Okay, so just click on here. So once you click on here, what happens is it will go through the, so it will show you task, and then so you can click on go to task. minutes. Okay. Okay, so the form is open here. So okay, if you want to search, you can search all. Okay. So what you can do is you can go to the application. So this is the application, and you can search it. Okay, you can search it, and you will get all the currency codes. You'll get all the currency codes. Okay, because it's a predefined, and also currency codes will not be changed, right? So you will get all the currency codes, and even you can check with the uh, currency code itself. Just click on search, and you will get it. Okay, so even INR, we can use this one. But if you want to create a new one, so just click on here, and then you can give it. Okay, for example, I want to give, sorry, I want to give INR1. Okay, it's not a valid currency, but for the creation purpose.
Correct.
Indian rupee. So here the description is I am giving, so just save it. You can save it, it will be saved. Okay, you can query the currencies. In our own search, you can get this currency codes like this. Okay. This is a way how to create any kind of a so any kind of a task. Okay, this is a task. So in the for the manage currency task, so we can search. Okay, so there is a search criteria is there. So you can search. So in EBS, what you should do is you can go for the form, and then you used to go for the F11 and control F11, right?
Yeah.
Here, so we have the search command. So you can give the currency code and just click on search, and you will get it. And we have the actions. Okay, these are the actions. You can create new record, and at the same time you can delete it. Okay, you can delete and you can create. So in the actions, so you have the new record. You can create the new record and you can delete it. But here, so you can delete at the same time you can edit it. So we have all these options in even in EBS as well. So this is the way to create currencies. Okay. So let us create the calendar. Manage accounting calendar. So for this, what happens is, so let us go to the, so let us copy the task, and it is as simple as compared to the EBS R12, it is very simple. Okay, very simple. Okay, so now what you can do is just give the task name and search it. You will get the concerned calendar. Okay, manage calendar. So once you click on here, so whatever task, if you know the task, then you need to. So here it is not a create or define. So everything, most of the tasks are like manage like that. So just give the task name and click on search, and it will go through the concerned path. It will give you the path, and click on the path. So once you click on the task, and it will take us to the concerned path. And here this is the manage this one, right? Just click on task, go to task. So this arrow mark, so it will go to the concerned task. Okay, and Shankar, one more thing. So I just want to disturb you. So here, just now I power off, and maybe I have the 10% only. Okay, so now I got it. Okay, so if any disturbance, don't feel okay. So okay, so now manage accounting calendar. Okay, so here. So here we have all these calendars. Okay, these are all the created calendars. I want to create my own calendar. So then here what happens is just click on new. So click on new. Okay. Otherwise you can click on this button. Otherwise you can go to the action buttons. You can do that. So I want to create a calendar. So in EBS what happens is it will take minimum 5 minutes to create the calendar manually. Okay, so you need to create the period type, and then you need to go to the accounting calendar, and you need to give Jan, February, March, like that. You need to give up to December and additional period. If it is quarterly additional period or monthly additional period, you need to provide each and everything, right? So here it is as simple as so very simple, and also it will not take much more time. So I want to create a accounting calendar, Cisco calendar.
So there's no period type for Fusion.
Sorry, here. Yeah, yeah. So here there is no kind of a period type button. So no need of that one. Okay, the start date. So the start date. So I'm taking January. So period frequency you can take monthly or so all this in quarterly or weekly or whatever. Usually we should take the monthly. Monthly. You can do the separation. So you want to separate like this or this one. And you can select the format. So you do this. So we can't get this format. So this option in EBS. Okay, so you can't select our own format because so while installing the product and there, so the DBA will select the format and everything. So we don't have this version in EBS, right? So to select the format. So you can select your own format. And here's the adjustment period. So if you want quarterly, so, and if you don't want none, and twice at year end, once at year end, and so once at beginning of year and once at the end of it. So these are the different options. Okay. So usually we used to go for once at year end. So that is most of the companies or most of the implementation used to do. So so if you so it's as you know it is based on the client requirement. If they want monthly basis or quarterly basis or yearly basis or yearly two times, then you can give it. Just click on next. You can see that, right? So here you are
That
not sorry, start date.
start date is with a start date of a company.
Yeah, yeah. Start date is so I'm taking the start date is I'm taking January. So I want to define Jan to Jan to December calendar. So that's why I had taken start date as a 1st January.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so if you select the 1st March, what happens is so then okay, if you want to if you so okay for Indian companies, okay, so then what we can do is so we have the financial year, right? So from April 1st to March 31st, then start date you can take 1st April, and it will go to 1st April to 31st March, like that. You can create like
So
so.
in this case, for example, right?
Yeah.
Um, so let's see, we have EBS, and we are doing implementation for Fusion,
Hmm.
and EBS, the client is using for last 10 years, for example,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Then then should we give start date as January 1st, 2007?
So here what happens is we have the coexistence, okay, EBS to Fusion coexistence is there. So if you map that one, so okay, if you map, so you need to create so calendars ledger in Fusion, and you need to create, you already have the ledger in EBS, so you can map it, then all the data will move there. So you can use EBS that coexistence. So you have the feature in 12.2.1 or 2.2. So Fusion coexistence is there, EBS to Fusion coexistence. So you can use it, you
Oh,
can map it. So in that what happens is you need to provide the so Fusion chart of accounts, calendar and everything, and EBS chart of account and calendar, then you can map it.
okay. So whatever calendar from EBS, everything will come over.
Yeah, yeah, come over. Correct. Okay. So now, so here is Jan to December. So and adjustment period. Because so in EBS so we need to create everything manually, and here it is system will take care of everything. So if you want to change, so this one in this model you can change it. You can edit it. So because year we don't need to edit, but others, so it will allow you to edit that one. Okay. So then save
Okay.
and close. Just save and close. save and close, then it's fine. Okay. So if you want to search your calendar, and then you can search it. So because already it is there, otherwise you can search the calendar. Cisco, you will get the Cisco calendar like that. Okay, it's a search criteria.
Yep.
So next one is chart of accounts. Okay, we can go for the chart of accounts. It's a kind of a, we need to define all these things. Okay, you need to define chart of account structure, and you need to define chart of account value set, and then you need to define the structure instance is there, chart of account structure instance. So in that case, what happens is you can have different structures, and you can use the different structures in structure instance. And that values. Okay, so what you can say is segment values, all these things you can define that. So today, so just we can go through the chart of account structure, and let me create a chart of account structure. If we have the time, then we can go to so we can go through value set and everything. So if you want to practice, or if you want to go through all these things, then we can stop. So it's as per you on, because I have enough time today. Um, yeah,
Yeah,
just
we can. I mean, it's a experience, right? Also, it's very easy to follow.
correct. So implementation projects, click on the implementation project,
And
and then
when are we? So, are we not creating the MOAC multi-arc thing or not yet?
so you don't require multi-arc status control here, because in what happens is, so in future in R12 and 11i, so what is the feature that multi-arc access control, you can see different operating units in single responsibility, right? Here it is a single responsibility only, because in EBS we have the different responsibilities, and to see all these operating units, then we have that one. So here it is predefined, so it is inbuilt. So you can see all the operating units in the one LOV. So that's why
Oh,
you don't need MOAC here. Cisco, and I want to create a chart of accounts. So just give the relevant name, chart of accounts, and then you can facilitate, click on that. Okay, define chart of accounts. Okay, so click on here, and it will go to the click chart of accounts, define chart of accounts. So if you know the exact name, that is fine. So manage chart of accounts, value set, manage chart of accounts structure. Okay, so here you can click on the structure. So first we can create the structure, and then we can go for the value set, all these things. Okay, so this is the structure. Because I'm just copying here for our better understanding purpose. Okay, so now just click on search. So search, and you will get the key flex field data, because we have accounting flex field. So the same thing, the same concept. So accounting flex field is the key flex field in GL. Okay, so using that one we can create a structure. Okay, just click on manage structure, and then you can click on new. So this one creation button, we can create a structure here. I want to create Dell, sorry, Cisco key flex field. Otherwise, we can go for the usually in the EBS what we can do is Cisco accounting flex. You can use the same. So delimiter you can take as usually we have the dots. Okay, so the delimiter means it's between the segments. Okay, so company dot, account dot. So you can give the dots and you can give the pipes. So what do you do? These are all the different symbols. Okay, you can use because in EBS we don't have these many symbols, and here they had provided different symbols. Okay, so you can use any delimiter. You can use. So usually we are using this one only, right? So I'm just I can take this one. So okay. So then save and close. This is how to create the structure. So I just created the structure. So then and click on done. Okay, we can use this one later. And then let me create the value sets. Okay, value set. Okay, manage chart of accounts value sets. If you know the correct name, then it is fine. So otherwise, you can query like manage chart of accounts value sets. Just click on the value sets. Using this, you can create our own value sets. Okay, fine. So here, what happens is if you want, you can set it. Okay, so if you already if you have the if you have chart of accounts, then value sets chart of account value sets, then you can set it. So because of the here, so you have different fields, right? Set code, validation, type, module, and this. If you want to set this one, so you can give any one of that. Okay, so no need to give all the fields, no need to fill up all the fields, even though it is showing as a mandatory for all the fields. Just give any one. Okay, for example, I don't know this, but let me give whether it is there or not. Okay, so I want to give the so just let me give the del. Okay, so del then search. So you can get the deleted all the value sets. Yeah, I think yeah, it is not clear. It is not there. It is not created. Anything by name itself. Okay, see you can see that. Okay, so these are all the different value sets. Okay, they're like this. Okay, in query. So I'm just saying that how to query. So you can give the code or type anything you can take and you can get it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, just click on new. Okay, so here I want to create the value set code. Okay, so here del underscore company value set, company value set.
Cisco.
Sorry, Cisco. Yeah, sorry for that. Cisco company value set. You can take the name and model is ours is general ledger only. You can select the general ledger from list of values, general ledger, and validation type. So you can go for the independent, and you can go for the characters. And in the characters, you need to have the value subtype. So usually I used to take the numeric values. In the numeric values, you can select the size. Okay, so my size is so let me go for the two size. Okay, two digits. So I can take the company, account, department, and any product. So I can give the so two size, three size, four size, maximum five size like that. So you can use the so we can create it like so the same way we used to create in EBS. Just save it. So and save and close. You can go for the save and close. Okay, and click on that's okay. So now ours is Cisco, right? So let me query this one. We just created. You can query it. Cisco search. So you will get the one value set. Okay, this is the value set I just created. So in this way you can create so all the company value sets. Okay, so I want to create Cisco underscore company account. So I want to create account value set.
So here
So
also same concept, right? Once you create it, it cannot be modified except similar, right?
modification, right? So you can modify it. So you can modify, no problem. So it will allow you to modify. So in
Oh,
this,
even the chart of accounts also we can modify that value.
yeah, value
That's
sets you can modify that. You can modify one show because what happens is once you created and once you have the transactions, then it is not good to modify all these things because so my transactions having one name and I am modifying now and for other future transactions with some other value set name. So then it is a kind of a disturbance, right? So before going for the any kind of entries, then you can modify that characters. And here value is a subtype numeric digits only, and then you can go for the 3 digits, 3 maximum length. Okay, 2 3 4 like that I can give. So then save and close. Okay, if you click on search, then you will get the company account. So in the same way, let me go for the cost center Cisco department. So I can take the department value set. So model is general ledger. So validation type independent, and here valid type I'm taking characters. The same way, the process same. I'm taking 4 maximum line and save and close. So let me take one more value set because I want to create 4 segments. So each segment has. So here Cisco underscore product. You can take the product or project or any other one like that. But if you have the time, so please go through and you can practice. Then you can have a better idea on that.
okay.
Characters and here number digits only. Then you can go for I am taking 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, 2 3 4 and 5. So I am taking product as the 5. Okay, otherwise you can take one as well. So it's not a mandate. Okay, so if you want a confusion on so for different digits, so then you can go for the one. Then save and close. So this is a way to create all the value sets. Okay. So then let me go to the, so we created the structure and we created the so chart of account value set. So let me create one more structure instance. Okay. So that is the that is a different one. So if you compare to EPS and Fusion structure instance they had added. So that means that so you can use one structure instance and you can assign number of structures for that. So this is the manage structure instance. Okay, manage chart of account structure instance. Okay, manage chart of account structure instance. So just set here. Just set here, and you will get the accounting flex that key flex field. So here you can click on manage structure instance. Manage structure instance. Okay. So then you can set if you already. So the first one is the set criteria for any kind of a task, and the other one is you can create it. Okay. You can go to the actions and you can click on create. Otherwise, you can click on press button. Okay. So here I want to create. So I want to create the Cisco struct instance. Okay, you can use the struct instance, and you need to assign the structure here. You need to assign the structure. So I have the Cisco account flex. This is the structure. Okay, so then you can save it. You can save. So if you are using shorthand aliases method, you can use this aliases. Aliases is different. Okay, then save it. That is the optional setup only. Alias is the optional setup only. Okay, so then what happens is you can search it. You can search. I just created Cisco, right? So then you can search it. You will get it. You will get it. Then you can click on edit. You can edit it. Okay, you can do that. Okay, if you want to edit, you can do that. Any kind of. Okay. In the same way, you can go to the manage structure, and you can search the you can search your structure, and you can edit it if you want. You can do that. Okay. So here what you can do is you can click on now the segments will be created here. Okay, so we don't create any segments, right? So now we can create the segments. Okay, so these are the segments. Okay, so we have the different segments. Okay, so we need to create the cost and company segment, account segment, and department segment, and product segment. So we can create the segments, and then we can go for the segment values. Okay, so next class we can go through all these things, because today we discussed much more topics. Okay, please um, go through the application, and you can practice up to this level, because main thing is if you have the practice, then you can get some confidence. So with the application, okay? So you can go through all these things. And next class is in Monday, right? Monday morning only, right? Monday or Tuesday. So my timings.
Monday.
So I think Monday.
Monday means
Your Monday, mine is Tuesday. Is it correct?
yeah, yours is
Yeah,
Tuesday.
yeah,
That's
yeah. Actually, he told me. So actually, he told me. So I had some personal, and I'm out of station. So usually he told me Tuesdays to Saturday. So my timing, the India timing.
right.
Is it correct? Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, fine. So let us meet on Tuesday. Okay, fine. Thank you.
And also, I can do it on my that Shankar username we created,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I
yeah,
can
yeah.
create a
You can do it. Otherwise, you can create your own. So because you know the process, right? So yeah,
right.
you have the recording as well. So you can go through the recording, and you can create your own user. That is fine, because it is starting, right? So you feel that so I created my own user, and I am doing all the stuff in my own login like that. But what
Right.
happens is, so you will not get. So, okay, sometimes what happens if you, okay, after 1 week or 10 days, the data will be erased, because that's why I'm using Cassie Brown, because in this user it is a common user. So in this user it will not be deleted. So that's why you are able to see all the projects. If you see these projects, so these are all the different projects, and these are not deleted. Okay, all these projects are not deleted. You can see that. So here done. You need to go for done only. Okay, then only. So you can see the main page. No need to, don't go for back or like that. Okay.
No.
Yeah, these are all the projects, different projects. Okay. Yeah, some projects are created in different. Okay, so different dates. Okay, so you will get all the projects. So if you here, but for your practice, so you can create your own user. You can practice, and if it is deleted, then you can practice one more project. So till you get the confidence. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. So and Shankar, if you face any problem with the password, so you can send me a mail. So I will update the news for. Usually they used to change the password on weekly basis, because it is working
okay.
currently, and okay. And sometimes so it will not work in especially in Sundays, because they used to go for the maintenance work. Okay, so don't worry for that. So So if it is any issue related to the password or maintenance server issue, so please drop a mail. Then I will check with the Oracle. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for that. What is the time now in our area?
Right now is 9:25.
9
Friday.
9:30 p.m. Okay. Fine. Okay. Thanks, Shankar.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, bye. Shankar, 1 minute. Please don't delete this one. So this go to meeting. Okay. I just want to.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So I'll just leave meeting. Okay.
No. So just 1 minute, please. So just 1 minute, please. So
Okay.
then we can do that. Okay. Okay. So now you can we can delete that. No problem. Thank you.